Oh. So today's video is going to be about simplifying your chipping action. Now this is actually going to be relevant. I'm hitting here a bump and run, but in a sec I'll jump onto something where we'd be using a little bit more loft as well. And the purpose of this setup I've got here with a couple alignment sticks is just to stop the common fault we see golfers struggle with, where the club works too much behind their body, too much inside. The issue with that is we're not using now natural forces, so we've got to now manipulate and move the handle. There's a lot going on in such a short shot. If we can get that club working in a slightly more of a pendulum action, look what's happening with the club shaft. It's just accelerating as it drops. Okay, now there is some rotation, sure, as my body rotates, but most golfers get too much rotation with the club coming too far from the inside. People who struggle with shanks often get this movement where the clubs come inside. Now the only place it can go is out as their arms work out away from their body. They're promoting the heel to the golf club. How do we make sure we keep the club more in front of us? Well, one thing is going to be in our setup position. So most golfers do not get that club shaft high enough. Move the handle up. Get the heel of the golf club off the floor. That's really going to allow you to stand closer. That's going to allow the club to stay more in front of your hands. The station that I've got set up here, I've got the golf ball around a club head's width past the alignment stick on the floor. The other alignment stick in the ground just needs to be at a distance where I would hit it if I went wrong. So if I get the club coming in, and it's on that alignment stick, it's on that line, and it's at the same sort of shaft angle I'm trying to get my golf club at address. So normally my 9-iron that I'm hitting the chip and run here would be down here at 63-4 degrees. I'm trying to move it up, getting it closer to 70 degrees, and that's the angle I've got this in the ground at. And I'm just trying to move the club in such a way that I don't hit the alignment stick. It's that simple. Let me hit one more. I'm trying to land this shot about 2 yards onto the green, let the ball roll up the hill. But I'll show you in a second that I could hit a higher one and still use this setup, this station. So high hands, heel is elevated. Now all I'm trying to do is make sure the club works not in a forced straight line, but connecting my arms to my body. I'm not overusing wrist hinge, which would of course pull the club inside, or forearm rotation. So I'm actually just using my torso to rock and rotate. That wasn't as good a strike. It's actually going to be a little long, but you can see, you know, considering that was about the worst strike I've made hitting a chip and run, it's down my target line, it's running, it's rolling, the result was okay. So shaft up, the heel is elevated. Now I'm not manipulating with my hands, I'm just turning my torso. There we go. Oh, pretty close. So, easy exercise. If I was using a bit more loft, let's say I've got my 58 degree rather than my 9-iron, I can have that same setup. So I've still got around that club head's width from the ball to the alignment stick, and I've still got this in the way. What it's forcing me to do, if I'm making a longer swing, I need a little bit of wrist set here, whereas on that chip and run I could keep it pretty still, no real wrist set. I don't mind the wrist cocking up and down. What I don't want as much when we're chipping and pitching is hinging. The door opening, door closing. I don't want to see that club working inside. I don't want to see forearm rotation, but allowing the club to work up and down, now that's absolutely fine. And when we're looking for a longer shot, so I'm going to fly this further, I need to allow that club to work up. I need to allow the wrist to set, but setting it up and down, not around my body. That's a bit short. If I was going for that back flag, I was focusing a lot on the method, the technique there. Strike was great. Definitely didn't hit the alignment stick. So I've got that club head's width. This is very much in my way, but I'm allowing that club to work up in front of me. There we go. How good was that? So allowing that club to work more up and down, starting to use those natural forces, it's massively going to improve your chipping and your pitching games, especially on those short-sided shots like I'm hitting here. Allowing that club to work a little bit more up and down, less around your body, is really going to improve your quality of strike, your consistency and your start line. If the video helps, smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content just like this.